6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister formally inaugurated residential units built for the flood victims of Tank and Dera Ismail Khan districts in Islamabad today. Shehbaz Sharif says SAARC Charter Day reminds vast untapped potential of regional development, connectivity and cooperation in South Asia. Foreign Office has expressed concerns over state-sponsored terrorism emanating from India to destabilize Pakistan. The United States says it values its bilateral relations with Pakistan. Indian parliamentarians, poets and columnists have strongly criticized New Delhi's policies against minorities, particularly the Muslims. Chinese president has reiterated commitment to working with Gulf Cooperation Council and Arab leaders to elevate Sino-Arab and Sino-Gulf relations to a new level. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has formally inaugurated the residential units constructed for the flood victims of Tank and Dera Ismail Khan districts. Addressing the inaugural ceremony in Islamabad today, Prime Minister said on this patron of housing scheme for flood-affected people, Chairman Habib Bank has offered to construct 2 villages and one of them will be built in Sindh. Acknowledging the efforts of provinces and centre, the Prime Minister said the only way to deal with disaster is coordinated response and we must follow this practice in future. The Prime Minister said a total of around 5 billion rupees have been deposited in Prime Minister's flood relief account. Shehbaz Sharif urged the philanthropists, business community, overseas Pakistanis and friendly countries to adopt this model of housing and help rehabilitation process of the flood-affected people. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said Pakistan is ready to play its part for the revival of SAARC. In a tweet on the SAARC Charter Day being observed today, he said the day is a reminder of vast, untapped potential of regional development, connectivity and cooperation among countries of South Asia. He said the people of SAARC countries are victims of these missed opportunities. Meeting of the Federal Cabinet is underway in Islamabad with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in the chair. It is discussing overall political and economic situation of the country. Japan has extended its support to the Pakistan polio eradication program by providing more than $3.87 million as a grant. In this regard, an agreement was signed between United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund and Japan International Cooperation Agency in Islamabad today. Minister for National Health Services Abdul Qadir Patel was present during the signing event. The grant will be used for the procurement of essential oral polio vaccine, which will reach more than 18.61 million under 5 years old children in Pakistan. Speaking on the occasion, the Federal Minister said the government is committed to eradicating polio by 2023. He said the program has successfully restricted virus circulation to endemic districts in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Ambassador of Qatar to Pakistan Sheikh Saud Abu Rahman Al Thani has said that his country attaches great importance to its fraternal relations with Pakistan and wants to further strengthen the bilateral ties between the two brotherly countries. Addressing a ceremony on Qatar National Day in Islamabad today, he said relations between the two nations, based on solid foundations, have seen remarkable development in recent years in all fields. The ambassador said during the recent visit of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to Doha, Qatar announced to investment in Pakistan worth $3 billion. Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation Hussein Brahim Taha will arrive Pakistan on Saturday on a 3-day visit at the invitation of Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. During his visit, the OIC Secretary General will call on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and hold a delegation-level meeting with the Foreign Minister. He will also meet with the Minister of Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan Affairs, the Minister of Information Technology and the Minister of Commerce. He will also visit Azad Jammu and Kashmir. According to Foreign Office, during bilateral talks, the OIC Secretary General and the Foreign Minister would discuss inter alia issues on the agenda of OIC, including the Jammu and Kashmir dispute, Islamophobia and the humanitarian situation in Afghanistan. This is Radio Pakistan. Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch has expressed concerns over state-sponsored terrorism emanating from India to destabilize Pakistan. Responding to a question at her weekly news briefing in Islamabad today, she urged the international community to take notice of this reality. Replying to a question regarding allegations by some foreign countries about presence of terrorist outfits in Pakistan, the spokesperson said, "We completely reject such accusations." She said Pakistan is a country that has suffered enormously from terrorism for the last several years. She said the instability in Afghanistan and our region has created a situation where many people of Pakistan, including personnel of security agencies, have lost their lives. She said there have been undeniable proofs of India's direct involvement in the state-sponsored terrorism inside Pakistan, and the global community should take notice of India's approach of pointing fingers at others. The U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price says Washington welcomes opportunities to expand cooperation between Pakistan and the United States in areas of mutual interest. Addressing a regular news briefing in Washington, he said Pakistan is an important partner of the United States in a number of respects. Indian parliamentarians, poets, and columnists have strongly criticized Indian Prime Minister Modi's policies against minority communities, particularly Muslims, in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Indian revolutionary poet Imran Pratapgarhi highlighted the Indian government's atrocities and tyranny against the oppressed Kashmiri people in his poetic verses such as "I Am Kashmir," which he uploaded in his videos on YouTube and other social networking applications, defending the right to self-determination of the Kashmiris. Chinese President Xi Jinping has reiterated his commitment to working with Gulf Cooperation Council and Arab leaders to elevate Sino-Arab and Sino-Gulf relations to a new level. In a statement at his arrival in Saudi Arabia, the Chinese president said he will discuss with King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman the bilateral relations and international and regional issues of common concern in detail. Arab delegations started arriving in Riyadh to participate in the Riyadh Arab-China Summit for Cooperation and Development. In a statement, Secretary General of the Arab League, Abul Ghaith, said the establishment of the China-Arab States Cooperation Forum contributed to making a real breakthrough in the Arab-Chinese cooperation. The second cricket test of three-match series between Pakistan and England will begin in Multan tomorrow. The match will start at 10 a.m. Pakistan Standard Time. England is leading the series 1-0. The quarter-final round of FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar will begin tomorrow. In the first match, Croatia will take on Brazil. The match will start at 8 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And now the weather report. Cloudy weather with chances of rain and snow over the hills is expected in upper parts and at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. However, foggy conditions are likely to persist over plain areas of Punjab, Upper Sindh and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during night and morning hours. And now once again, the headlines. Prime Minister formally inaugurated residential units built for the flood victims of Tank and Dera Ismail Khan districts in Islamabad today. Shehbaz Sharif says SAARC Charter Day reminds vast untapped potential of regional development, connectivity and cooperation in South Asia. Foreign Office has expressed concerns over state-sponsored terrorism emanating from India to destabilize Pakistan. The United States says it values its bilateral relations with Pakistan. Indian parliamentarians, poets and columnists have strongly criticized New Delhi's policies against minorities, particularly Muslims. Chinese President has reiterated commitment to working with Gulf Cooperation Council and Arab leaders to elevate Sino-Arab and Sino-Gulf relations to a new level. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk. You can also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.